Good morning everyone, welcome back to coldwaters.mod. Welcome back to the South China Sea, and my mission today, well, it's to deliver some Navy SEALs to Yulin, and these are not my favourite missions anyway, but when I'm in the Sturgeon in the South China Sea, which I'm in, things are a little harder. I managed to make it here without getting detected. I was surely about to. Okay, so we're doing 20 knots and new sonar contact. Okay, but at least I'm in the vicinity of Yulin. This mission is going to get interesting. I don't have much hardware. What I mean by that is I've got 3 Mark 48s and 1 Moss. And that's it, because all of my other storage is taken up by Navy SEALs and all of their equipment. So I can't exactly fight, or usually can't fight my way through. I have to evade, I have to sneak. This is going to get difficult. Anyway, let's throw in the fact that we're in shallow water, and yeah, it's going to get tough. Let's go ahead and start the battle. There's going to be a lot of noise at the beginning. I imagine when we start to detect things, and hopefully don't get detected ourselves. So I'm going to get the chance to say much, which might be a relief to some.
Con, less than 50 feet below the keel.
Well, it turns out that that's not the case. There's not a lot going on, it doesn't seem. Okay.
Come left to 280, helm I.
Oh, 4 contacts.
Con sonar new contact bearing 232, designated Sierra 1.
Make depth 200 feet, dive I.
Yuck. Okay, I'm going to get myself up
Con
to...
sonar new contact bearing 252, designated Sierra 3.
Going to get myself...
Sonar new contact bearing 272, designated Sierra 4.
Going to get myself to a depth where I can deploy my towed array. That's going to help me.
Con, dive at 200 feet, dive I.
Okay, there we go.
Con sonar Sierra 2 is classified as escort. Con sonar Sierra 3 is classified as escort. Con sonar Sierra 4 is classified as escort.
Right, that's identified the 4 targets. A quick sweep for airborne assets. There's usually something flying around here. Yep, there's a helo. There's a fixed wing. Okay, so there's just 2. I say just 2 like it's a... Yeah, there are 2. I don't know where they are right now, but we've got a pretty good bearing on where the surface contacts are.
Con, helm, steady course.
Now there's every chance that these warships are in a patrol that... This makes me very nervous, but they're in a patrol where I'm able to kind of get around them. Yeah, the only thing that's really a threat is possibly this Luhu. Maybe Sierra 1, there's so many, but he's not got the most effective. Oh, I'll tell a lie. Maybe he does. Okay, so he's just got 1,000-yard depth charges and a USET 80s. USET 80s are bad news, but everything else, and there's, I've got 3 torpedoes and there are 4 targets. So if I had to choose, go for the Janeway, Janeway and Submarine. I think that the Luhu is the wrong direction. There might be mines around here as well. I kind of want to get, well, I feel like getting a little bit aggressive and getting some torpedoes off at these targets. 42,000 yards, that's a long way away, but I think it's in range. Not quite. Well, actually it is, but so tempting to tackle this submarine. I think I will. It is definitely risky, but I think is he going to hear it? I don't think he will.
Shoot 2-2. Aye, sir.
Okay, this may end in tears, but I don't like what I'm seeing right now.
Come right to 310. Helm aye.
What I'm gonna do is actually maybe I'm gonna head north, more north.
Come right to 355. Helm aye.
How much noise is he making? Here's my thought process. He's making a whole bunch of noise, so I can get out of here at 15 knots. He's not gonna detect me. I really want to get some distance between myself and the torpedo I fired, and then start to turn it towards him. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank on to 15 knots.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
No, I'm not.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
We'll do 10 knots. That might have just...
Con maneuvering, making turns for 10 knots.
Might have just given things away. There's not a lot of depth to play with here. That's bad news. Okay, well, 10 knots it is, and this torpedo is now 2,000 yards away, so it's good to put some distance between me and it, and I'm going to start to circle it round. I'm going to take care of it as quickly as I can.
Con, helm, steady course.
Okay, I'm going to use some accelerated time here. My intention is to head a bit more towards the coast, and I know it means running shallower and probably encountering mines as well, but I want to get out of the way of these surface contacts. Okay, let's run some accelerate time. Keep this torpedo heading towards him. I think I'm quite happy to have it slip behind them, to be fair. Okay, there we go. Gonna adjust my course.
Come left to 306. Helm aye.
Let's check if anything can hear me. Well, who's got a towed array? But at 15 knots it's not going to hear a thing, and I think it will eventually turn around, but depending whether it's going to do a racetrack or some other course. Okay, alright. Think a bit more accelerate time.
On helm, steady course.
Right, so the helo is north of the submarine. Fair enough. No idea where that fixed wing is, and I'm not going to pop up and find out. This torpedo is now getting close. Not been detected yet.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 258. Contact faded.
Not concerned about that right now. Happy to keep plugging along at 10 knots. Okay. About ready for torpedo to begin its attack run. Yeah, we're getting close to this, the Sierra 1, but he still can't detect me. Have to make it go boom boom. Let's take a look at the warship. It's an impressive looking piece of kit. Yeah, it needs to go. It needs to be taken care of. I do not need that thing, even though it's not optimized for anti-submarine warfare. I do not need that thing on my case. So let's make this torpedo active and start the charge.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
It's good. Manually pushing it towards the surface like so. There we go. Okay, so there's a chance that this warship's not going to detect the torpedo, but I suspect it will. Okay, let's check its sonar on me. Yep, not going to hear me if I launch another torpedo. The Luhu may. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, the Luhu probably will. So I'll not be launching another one. Or if I do launch, it'll be heading towards the Luhu. The Janeway is traveling far too quickly, too distant to pick anything up. Okay. So yeah, the Luhu is heading towards the coast. It looks like. It's a distance. It's 13,500 yards. Okay, let's watch the submarine. Still no idea that it's being tracked. So
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 244. Contact breaking up. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 254. Contact faded.
Losing Sierra 4 is a little worrying. Wait, we already lost Sierra 4, never mind. Okay, so the Janeway's turned towards me, and the Luhu is turned away, which means the Luhu probably can't hear me. Yep, that's right. And the Janeway doesn't look like it can hear me either, so tempted to get another shot out at the Janeway. I think I will.
Shoot 2-3. Aye, sir.
Okay, let's dogleg this thing round again. Okay, so far so good. I think I'm going to run some accelerated time, and we will do the same thing. We'll dogleg it round, and because the Luhu's turned away from me, it's not going to hear what's just happened. So, I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? Okay. Okay, so I'm happy to dogleg this thing round. Let's check my depth. Okay, it's still 426, that's good. And this torpedo is south. Okay, what just happened? There's a sonar buoy. Okay, let's
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
let's run ultra quiet and let's take a look. Okay, this is the sonar buoy. A buoy, as we call it in British. Okay. There's a lot of tension here. I don't like these missions where I don't have much in the way to defend myself with. Okay, he is still not moving quickly. I guess he's heading right towards the submarine, and I would imagine that Sierra 4 is doing the same as well. Okay. But yeah, it's too far away to actually detect me, which is good. Okay, some bit more accelerate time. I want to get Torpedo 3 to be more or less due east of the Janeway, then I'm going to run it west and hopefully attack it from behind. Oh, that's not good. That's a helicopter taking a sniff, and it's only 3,000 yards away. I'm gonna get my towed array in. I can hear the gangway great without it. Luhu, I can also hear great without it. But if I have to run to flank, I really... In fact, I'm going to take a look at this helicopter. He's flying north. And that puts him a little closer to me. I'm not comfortable with this. I guess I never would be, but yeah, he's a little too close. We may have to get a Moss out, and I've got one Moss. It's not like I've got a few of them, so we'll see where this helo reappears. Do I have, how much depth have I got? I can actually dive a lot deeper. Let's go deeper. So the deeper you dive, the less effective they are at detecting you. But there's the limit. You've got to be 600 feet ideally, and I can't get to 600 feet. But I can at least drop my depth a little bit. Oh, he's right in front of me. Okay.
Con, less than 50 feet below the keel.
That really means less than 200 feet, which means my towed array is not useful. But that's okay. I'm pulling it in right now. It's 3,000 yards away, and it's right ahead of me. That's not good.
Passing 300 feet.
Can do 15 knots right now and not cavitate, which is nice, but we'll not be doing 15 knots when it's listening to me and I'm approaching it. Dipping sonars are the worst, I suppose. Okay. I feel I should whisper. Right, so let's look at myself skimming, well, not quite skimming the seabed right now, but I don't know if the game mechanic supports being very close to the seabed, but in theory I should be lost against the clutter. If against active sonar. Passive, I'm less clear how well that works. Well, I'm still 100 feet above the bottom of the sea, so I'm gonna keep running. Oh yeah, that's not good.
Make turns for 0 knots.
So there's a
Maneuvering
torpedo. I mean, it's not detected me. I'm still 2,000 yards away, but I got a bad feeling that if I go any closer, it might.
Back emergency, maneuvering
Let's
eye.
go back a little bit. There we go.
Make turns for 0 knots, maneuvering eye.
If this thing detects me, I am in a heap of trouble. Okay. I think I'm good. But yeah, that's I think quite like sneaking around. And am I vulnerable to sitting here in the water, not going anywhere? I mean, yes. Of course I'm vulnerable. Okay, I'm going to turn Torpedo 3 towards the gangway. There's 22 minutes left to run on that torpedo, and the helo is moving towards my drop-off point. I could turn my submarine further north and try and just go around this torpedo, but I think I'm just asking for trouble. I'm just going to hang here in the water, quite literally. A silent dark hole, I hope. Okay. Let's run some more accelerate time and see what happens. Quick sweep of what can hear me. Anything. Oh, nothing can. Okay, torpedo's gone. Let's move my speed back up to 5 knots.
Make turns for 5.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Keep myself ultra quiet. And I really want to watch where this helicopter dips its sonar next.
Con, maneuvering
maneuvering, making
Okay.
turns for 5
So
knots.
a little bit further south. It's clearly running a search pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and just
Come right to 340. Helm aye.
run a little north. It may drop another torpedo, and I think. Well, in fact, let's take a look. I did see 2 torpedoes earlier. If the game models it, there'll just be 1 now. Yeah. Okay. So it only has 1 left, and that's nice to see. When it's dropped its other torpedo, I will have to worry about its depth charges, and that's not a good thing to worry about, but okay. Alright, let's accelerate time, and I'm curious to see where it appears next.
Con, helm, steady course.
Okay, there goes the second torpedo, and... what's that, 4,000 yards away? 3,500 yards. It's not a threat, but I don't want to move closer to it.
0 knots, maneuvering aye.
But I think I'm, well, if I assume it's a YJ8, let's see, is that? No, not that one. I'm guessing it's a YU7. I can't bring up helicopters in my recognition. Oh, this thing is really close. He has an idea of that I'm here. Do I want to get a Moss off? I have 1 Moss and then basically charge for the deployment area. I don't want to do that. That gives it away, and there are more targets out there than I have torpedoes. 50 minutes of fuel remaining in that torpedo. Let's accelerate time again. Check my depth. 426 still. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of knots.
Make turns for 2 knots, maneuvering aye.
Okay, and this torpedo is going to begin its attack run. Okay, I'm going to make it active. Or make it, make it active.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
There we go. And it's going to pop to the surface and attack this guy from the flank. Okay. Bit more accelerate time. Alright. Now the Janeway has detected the torpedo and fired upon it, but he's no idea where I am. I'm going to go ahead and watch this engagement. In fact, let's bring this to the center. The risk here is that I'll miss...
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 232.
my map's not appeared either way, so... okay, I gotta go back to the map. I don't need this torpedo to miss. I need this torpedo
Con,
to
fire control, weapon acquired.
take out the Janeway. It's the smallest warship we've detected, but it's the only one that's detected a torpedo, but it was coming from...
Sonar, noisemaker bearing 232.
It was coming from the flank, so I should probably expect that. I'm going to switch to the view. I'm manually steering it towards the target. Switch to watch it get hit.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 232. Contact breaking up.
Okay, now hopefully that's got the helicopter's attention and he's going to disappear in that direction. Meanwhile, I
Come left to 302. Helm aye.
back on course towards the
Make turns for 5 knots.
deployment zone.
maneuvering aye.
That helo is still sniffing around. He's 1,800 yards away, and all he's got left are depth charges. I'm going to watch him. Watch him from my perspective. So he is not visible, but he should be. Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep at it, I think. Let's run some more accelerate time.
Con, helm, steady course.
Oh, he's very close. Wow. Why don't I see him? Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I know. I know he's very close. All he's got are depth charges, I think, but that's still... That's all he needs. He's very close to me. I want to watch him again, I think. Okay, he moved away for now. Alright. That is useful to know, but he'll be back. So, yeah, I'm gonna run to some more accelerate time. The simple reason for doing the accelerate time is because this is a very long mission if you don't. Okay. Again, he's come back very close. He's moved away.
Con, sonar reports minefield ahead.
I was expecting. The way to avoid mines is you have to visually look for them. It seems to be. So dang close. 500 yards away. I'm very close to just dropping a moss, but if I charge for the deployment zone ahead of me, I'm probably going to trigger a mine. And I've never triggered a mine before, but I believe they either fire a torpedo at you or they just blow up. But either way, that's not a good thing to happen. Let's switch to my my view and see if we can see the mines. No, but I'm willing to bet it gets shallower. That shadow, as YouTube compression might remove, but there's there are shadows up ahead. That's probably the depth is reducing. It's becoming shallower. Let's accelerate time again. Okay, let's kill my accelerate time and switch back to map view. It looks like I'm heading right towards a mine, but I don't see it, so... Okay, it's definitely getting shallower. Yeah, it was getting shallow, and I still can't see mine, but I can see it's definitely shallower. You can usually spot them fairly easily. Well, I'm gonna
300 feet.
get my depth up. is this mine, or these mines. Still heading right at it.
Passing 200 feet.
Let's level off at 200 feet. 1,000 yards. Okay. Oh, 1,000 yards from both a mine and from the helicopter. Oh, he's right over me. Quick and switch to his view. Oh, Jimmy. That is not a good view. But question is, can he hear me or not? More than a little bit nervous here. It would be really terrible if I lost the sturgeon through a mine. Only mildly less terrible if I lost it to a helicopter. I don't see this any more mines. I'm going to steer a little bit to starboard. Who's coming right back? Okay. Quick check there. 15, minus 15 on passive is interesting. The helo is still floating around, but I don't think it's got wind of me. I think it's just got an idea I'm here. I guess it's got the concept of an idea that I'm here.
Come right to 323, helm I.
I don't know how close I can push it to a mine. I'm going to give it a bit of a berth, but I've snuck between mines before and it was fine, but this time it just seems a little less fine. I guess because I can't see it. Okay. 100 feet underneath me, between myself and the seabed, so I'm going to accelerate time just a little bit.
Con, helm, steady course.
My mini-maps disappeared on this view, so... Oh, okay. Yeah, there are more of them. I figured that there would be. We just had to wait till we were very close to them. There's usually a gap. Let's accelerate time again. It's getting shallower. Bring my depth up to about 150 feet. And I'm turning a little bit more to starboard. I really would like to detect a bit more of any more of these mines. But so far, just the two. Okay. See any yet? No. Okay, well, let's keep on going. Just the two. Just not visible. Tell you, this thing detects me, I'm in a lot of trouble. Maybe I can try looking at it from this angle. Pull back with the zoom. Nope, nothing. Okay. I guess we've slipped through, because if there was one right ahead of me, I would be running into it round about now. And I haven't, so I think we're okay? Maybe? Maybe? Oh, that's very, that's very close. Yeah, it's just not visible. I passed it now, but that doesn't mean it's still not gonna go. It's not gonna blow up, so okay. Alright, I think that we're okay. Right. Let's put my course now. I'm not.
Come left to 298. Helm I.
I did sneak through a gap, but there may be more mines ahead of me, so let's accelerate time, but be very, very quick to come off accelerate time.
Con, helm, steady course.
Okay, that's good. It's getting deeper. I guess I would have gotten extremely close to the middle one of 3, but no, we seem to have snuck past everything. And I can disengage. Wow. Let's get my depth to 100 feet. So you've got to be, I believe, less than 100 feet, or 100 feet or less. And I think 3 knots or slower to deploy your Navy SEALs.
Passing 100 feet.
That's 99 feet. And what I'm going to do is drop my speed to 0 once I get within range, and then if I can, I'm going to disengage. I don't need to be messing around. This Luhu's going to run aground. Yeah, I don't need to be messing around with what's that mine doing behind me any more than necessary.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 084. Contact faded.
Let's drop my speed.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering I.
Don't see. There we go. And we don't get to see them, unfortunately, but they're on the way. Right. We can disengage. Okay. Big sigh of relief. We made it through. Let's switch back to the map and let's zoom out. So we came a long way, and we evaded everything. We took out a couple of warships, which is good. I have a couple of torpedoes left. 1 torpedo left on 1 Moss. Okay, I'm going to disengage. Ooh. Okay, so now I have to get my way back to base to resupply, but this may be another mission. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and close the video. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. There was a little less action here, but I was most definitely edge of my seat. We made it through. We didn't get hit by anything, and I don't even think we got detected. So that, I think, for a sturgeon, that's pretty good going. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Hope that you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.